Well, Annita McVeigh is in Belfast for us this evening. Annita, over to you.
Ben, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and what a beautiful evening it is in Belfast. Very lucky, given the heavy downpours earlier, that it's turned out so beautifully for the evening celebration here. It's been an amazing 4 days so far for the Olympic torch relay in Northern Ireland. It's visited some of Northern Ireland's most beautiful places, the Giant's Causeway, the Carrick-a-Reid rope bridge, both of them in County Antrim, the Marble Arch Caves in County Fermanagh, and today it came down the Shankill Road, as you mentioned, Ben, through some of the areas most hit by the Troubles during the height of the violence here. But what a contrast now in 2012, a fantastically warm response from all sides of the community for the relay. And as you can see, the last torchbearer is taking to the stage. It's Laura McCann, a 28-year-old PE teacher from Belfast who works tirelessly to encourage young people to take part in sport. Let's just pause for a moment and watch this. What a fantastic image for Belfast. The streets there in front of Belfast City Hall packed as far as the eye can see. Yes, such a positive image when you think of the Olympic values of respect and friendship. Then that certainly has been demonstrated throughout the progress of the torch relay over the last few days. There were a couple of small demonstrations, but putting this in context, this event has gone overwhelmingly smoothly. There's one more day, of course, still to go. Tomorrow the torch will be in County Antrim and also in County Down before it travels to Scotland on the 7th. But thinking back to the people that I've spoken to today, the people who've taken part in the relay, who were about to take part in the relay, you know, they've all talked about the exhilarating experience that it's been, how they really hope they can harness the good spirit that's been shown over the last few days. They hope they can harness the enthusiasm for the Olympics that's been shown over the last few days and take that forward to encourage as many people as possible to get involved in sport and also to help build on the cross-community activities that they're engaged in. I also spoke at the beginning of the day to Dame Mary Peters, the gold-winning Olympian from the 1972 Munich Games, who's very much involved in promoting sport with young people, and those were certainly her thoughts, that this can really be used to positive effect. I just want to let you see some pictures from just a little earlier this evening when the torch went along the Shankill Road in Belfast. Now, the Shankill Road, one of the most the areas most badly affected by the Troubles, a largely Protestant area. When it was on the Shankill Road, the torch was held by Wayne McCullough, popularly known as the Pocket Rocket over here, a boxer who won silver in the 1992 Games in Barcelona. And I was talking to someone who'd been talking to him after he completed his part of the relay, and he said as he ran through Protestant and then Catholic areas, he was being cheered by people from all sides, and he said, I wish it had been like this 20 years ago here in Northern Ireland. So it does show how times have moved on, the overwhelmingly positive response that the relay has received here. So it's been a fantastic 4 days. One more day, as I say, for the torch in Northern Ireland before it moves on to Scotland. there's still a bit more celebration to go on here in Belfast this evening. We've been listening to music, seeing dance acts, huge crowds, as you saw in the pictures a few minutes ago here, to take part in the celebrations. Lord Coe has been talking about the legacy of the London 2012 Games and the legacy of the Olympic torch relay, and I think in Northern Ireland it's something that really will be felt to very positive effect, given that so many people here are already working on a cross-community basis to try to use sport to bring people together, especially young people together. And athletes from Northern Ireland, some of them will be competing for Team GB, many of them will be competing for the Irish Olympic team. Obviously Northern Ireland is part of the UK, but it's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, so unless athletes from Northern Ireland have an English parent, then they're not actually eligible to compete for Team GB. But you know, all of those things, politics has really been forgotten about over the last 4 days, and I can certainly say in Northern Ireland that's a very good thing. For the moment now, back to the studio.
Annita, thank you. Lovely to see such a blue sky behind you there.